You reckon if I come to Malaysia, it would go crazy?
Yes.
Yes,
absolutely.
Dec, great to speak to you once again. It's been, what, 4 years, come all the way from Malaysia, and a lot has changed. You're reaching a milestone, 200 appearances. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's incredible. It's absolutely amazing to reach this milestone. You know, just to even play a game in the Premier League for me was a dream, but to now reach 200, you know, in such a short space of time, to do it really quick, you know, big credit to the club who turned me into a man. You know, credit to myself for putting in the hard work, the effort, and of course all the people around me that have kept me level-headed and, you know, kept me pushing myself to be even better. So hopefully 200 now, but here's to the next 200.
Yeah, I'm going to try to stick in a picture of when we first met, but you had the shaved head. You said you became a man, you didn't have any facial hair at the time. A lot has changed.
I know. I don't know what I was doing with that haircut back then. I'm glad I've got a bit of a facial hair going on now and a nice haircut.
Yeah.
But yeah, in 4 years, things have happened so quickly. You know, you hear a lot of ex-footballers say, like, your career goes so quick. You enjoy every moment, and for me, it's absolutely flown by to get to 200 appearances. Obviously, I'm still only 24, still got such a long way to go, but you know, it feels like a real milestone to hit that, because you know, some players, top players, don't even get to play, you know, 150 games, 100 games. So to get to 200 is a massive milestone.
And to wear the armband, that must be special.
Yeah, it's a real honour. It's really special, especially for this club. If you look at the history of the club and the captains they've had and the top players they've had, you know, to be able to do that this season, of course last season as well, but Nobes was obviously the main man. But this year, obviously, it's fell on my shoulders, and you know, I've been loving it. You know, I've been really relishing it, and yeah, like I said, it's just an honour to wear the armband for this club.
What about the management team? What about the help that David Moyes has given you? Even someone like Kevin Nolan, I've worked with Kevin.
Yeah.
Great guy, top man.
Yeah, I think a lot of people wouldn't see what, you know, they probably see him on match day, but they don't see what Kev does behind the scenes. But he's so massive for our team, with the squad and with the players. Even this year when we've gone for a really rough patch, you know, he's been so good with the lads. You know, personally, he's been there as a player himself. He knows what it's like. So he's had arms around people and, you know, giving people support, pushing people. So he's been amazing. And of course, the manager for putting his trust in me since he come back in. He's been incredible. You know, strong, firm with me, but pushed me to better standards.
His interview after the Europe adventure last week, he was talking about, I think, you going off and playing for England as well, and that's helped you grow. What about the international setup and your personal development as a player?
Yeah, international setup's incredible because you're surrounded by world-class players, world-class leaders. You know, a lot of captains at their clubs, for the biggest clubs at England. So you have to take a little bit. You know, you have to take it bit by bit from them. Obviously, you know, seeing Harry Kane close up, how he is as a leader, the likes of Harry Maguire, how he is as a person, how he manages captain in Man United. You know, such big expectations. But like I said, one that I've been trying to learn from each person, and I feel like as the season's gone on, I've grown strength in strength as a captain, and yeah, long may it continue, because I love having the armband on.
Yeah, going back to that game in Europe from the press conference, David Moyes said your goal was like Roy of the Rovers stuff. Is that what it felt to you? Were you a fan of Roy of the Rovers growing up? You're a bit young, right?
Yeah, he comes up with some sayings sometimes that none of us even hear before, and we just start laughing. He comes up with some funny stuff. I don't know what is Roy. What is Roy? I don't even know what it is.
You don't know?
No, that's what I mean. I don't know what it is.
It's a comic strip.
Oh, okay.
It's a footballer, obviously. If I remember correctly, it's a fictional team, but he was always the hero. He was the man.
Oh,
he was
okay.
the headline grabber.
Oh, okay. What's it called?
Roy of the Rovers.
I can imagine him saying it as well. Yeah, look, when I picked the ball up and I started to run with it, I just thought no one's stopping me. No one's gonna. In my head, I was running towards the goal. I knew exactly what I wanted to do before. When I picked up the ball and took my first step, in my head, I had everything planned in terms of how I wanted to take him inside, then back out, and obviously to try and execute the finish. And you know, just the place, the whole feeling, it just erupted the stadium. I see the manager's celebrations. We've had a couple of them together now where I've scored some important goals, and he's been buzzing. So yeah, it was Roy of the Rovers stuff.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, you do.
Was it the best goal you've scored though? Don't give me one in training which no one's seen.
I would say, for me, in terms of the whole package, in terms of the excitement of the crowd, the night, where I picked it up from, I think that is probably my best goal for West Ham. I'd have to say so.
That was a stunner. It was an absolute stunner. One for the record books. In terms of more to your game, David Moyes says he wants to see more. What do you think he means by that? What do you think you can do more on the pitch? What do you want to develop further?
I think obviously this year it's been tough because we haven't had, in terms of when we play, we don't really have a lot of the ball compared to other teams because of the way we set up, and that's why we've been so good for the past 2 years. But I want to be able to, get on the ball more, dictate the ball more from the back. I think when I'm at England, you see all the time how much I'm on the ball. Of course, the club is totally different because it's different strategies, different setups. But I can play in both, So for me, it's about just being on the ball as much as possible, and making key passes, keep adding goals to my game, and keep trying to dictate football matches.
Is that the best feeling, scoring a goal?
Yeah, without a doubt. I'm running out of celebrations now. Last night I went to bed thinking, if I score again tomorrow, what am I going to do as a celebration? I'm actually running out.
Can't you have like a trademark one? Just like Shearer always had.
Yeah,
that.
but he scored 200 and how many goals did he score?
Yeah,
exactly. I don't score often, so I promised Kevin Nolan I was going to do the chicken. I've not done that yet, so I might do the chicken tomorrow.
I will look out for that.
Yeah, look out
for the chicken.
That's
the chicken, and it's for Kevin Nolan. Sometimes when we're on TV, we're talking about European runs being a distraction for the Premier League. Do you think that's an issue or not?
No, not at all. Because if you look, we've not had the best of season in the Premier League, but our European form's been incredible. And then now we're starting to really pick up Premier League form again, which is good, as well as getting into a semi-final. So it goes up and down all the time. I don't think it's a distraction at all. I think that's just really, people come up with excuses to make in terms of whether we're tired or, we can't hack the amount of games that we're playing. But again, it's all excuses. Me for one, I love playing every 3 days. I know so do the lads as well with the momentum. So I don't think European football's a distraction at all.
I think that's a really English thing, because I had a Manu Petit. You remember him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Top player.
Big top player.
Yeah.
But we were doing some TV coverage, and he says it was either him or Dirk Coyne. I can't remember which one, but one was saying they prefer to play once a week because you have time to recover. I'm thinking that's a French thing. Yeah,
not me. It's just been built into me since I've started playing for West Ham. In terms of the last 3 years, it's been 3 games a week. So in my head, that's what I'm preparing for. I actually don't like having 1 week between games. For me, I don't like that feeling of having to wait a week. I like the fact that we played at Bournemouth on Sunday, and tomorrow night we're putting the kit back on, and then Saturday it's the same. So yeah, I love the quick schedule.
One thing I like watching West Ham for is wearing the heart on the sleeve. And no disrespect to you, but when I think of someone running their socks off, it's Mikel Antonio.
Yeah.
Do you think how underrated is he? Because again, I was watching that Arsenal game and I was like, wow, this man, he does not stop running.
Yeah, I think he's been so key for the way we play. The last, since the manager's come back in, we've relied on him so much because he's such a unique profile in terms of plays striker. He's so strong, can run quick, can hold up the ball, is a threat to defenders. He's got so much about his game. When he's on it and firing, he's unstoppable. I've had players at England come up to me and say, Antonio, what a player when he's on it, he's so hard to stop. And for us, when he's at his best, it really helps us, especially if we play in counter-attacking football, for him to hold the ball up and allow us to get up the pitch. Last couple of weeks he's been really on top, so long may it continue for him, and hopefully he has a few important goals before now and the end of the season.
When you're going up against him training, you just bounce off him. I mean, you're a strong
I stand 2 yards. If he's running towards me, I'm just 2 yards away, because he could stand on your toes, he could knock you off the ball, he could do anything. So, yeah, I think in training, he's scary to go near.
He sounds like a character. Well, he seems like a character. He seems so funny. I mean, he's got great celebrations. Maybe you can get some advice from him.
Yeah.
And some of his Instagram comments can be amusing.
Yeah, he's a character. You know his laugh. He's got the most distinctive laugh ever. And he's a great character to have. He's always smiling. So really good with all the new lads that have come in this season. So yeah, he's great to be around.
Do you have a message for the Malaysian fans out there?
Yeah, just thank you for all your support. You know, I really, really appreciate it. I'm hopefully looking forward to coming to Malaysia at some point in my lifetime. I haven't been yet, but hopefully I can come and meet you all one day. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate it.